congratulations. And, you know, it is a towering song. Then again, you've all been a part of many towering songs. I know it's hard to rate them all, but how do you feel about this one in particular?
Are you kidding? Tonight, I feel fantastic. And it's great to be here with Benny. We talk a couple of times a year, maybe 3 times, and we get to see each other maybe every other year.
Right.
But it's always a joy to be together.
And to share things like this is a pleasure. You don't, you think goodies are all done. You just write and be done with writing and take the ride wherever life takes you. But then when you get things like this in your life, it gives you a plus.
See, for me, finally I'm meeting the mythological character I've been hearing all these years. So you do exist.
I do exist, yes.
And thank you for putting me through school.
Oh, my pleasure. I know Mike's pleasure for sure. Yeah. And Dad as well. We miss him dearly, Mr.
Oh, yes.
The good thing about having friends, they always say they're not physically here, but they're always in your heart.
Absolutely.
Never leave.
When Benny and I were sitting at the table, we talked about the fact that, just as Benny said, you write something and you go on and you try to write something else. When something like this happens, a song that you wrote 50 years ago became a hit 25 years ago again, and then now we're awarded this Towering Song Award. It's just a bonus. Yes. It's great.
How did this song come about, if you can remember that?
Well, the way I remember it, and we all get on and we all may have different memories. As I recall, because I walked into our office, Jerry and I took an office in 1960 for the first time. We had moved to New York in 57. We were working in taxi cabs, in other people's offices, wherever we were. And we took an office, just the two of us, with big oak desks from old school rooms that we brought in. And I remember walking in, and Ben and Jerry were working on lyrics. And I said, well, Jerry said, we got a new song. And I said, well, great, can I hear it? And Benny started singing, because Benny had both words and music in mind to begin this.
Well, I started at home on a cheap guitar, which I took the title of Stand By Me, Lord, out of a Sam Cooke song, which I'm a big fan of. And that started that. And when I came to the studio, I played for them a little bit on the piano, as you just said. And it started from there. That's how I was born.
I went to the piano, sussed out the chords as he was singing, and I came up with a bass pattern, which we've all heard. And Jerry said, that's it. That's a hit. And then we worked with Stan Applebaum. I said, take the bass line, keep putting it into the strings after the bass, and then add the guitar, then add the strings, and then take the strings higher. And then I said to him, write something like Rimsky-Korsakov or Borodin in the middle and in the break. And he wrote that beautiful, beautiful 2-part string thing. That's
genius.
That's how records get made.
Yeah. I grew up 2 blocks from here in the Brill Building. And I would go, literally every day, and I'd go see them. And I just thought that, oh, this is great. They sit down, they write a song, and then the next week it's on the radio, and it's a hit, it makes a lot of money. I want to do that. I learned it was a little bit more complicated than that.
Sometimes.
Well, this song sure had a life of its own, and more than one life of its own.
Yes.
It must have been unexpected, if not a huge surprise.
It's not just the song, and there's been many, as they announced, many recordings of it. Some of them are fabulous, but none of them are like Benny's performance.
Well spoken.
And none of them, to my mind, are like the original record.
Wow.